I hate it when people say always something because not everything is about min-maxing. Usually I would agree, but because combat is so important in this game, you do kind of need to maximize your combat ability. How many ships does Ming have? I would suspect not very many. Nope, they have a lot. They have 120. They are the third biggest in terms of heavies, and the third biggest in terms of total. Beaten only by Scandinavia and Aragon. Yeah, the Scandinavian fleet has really ratcheted up recently. That's getting a little bit worrying. And now they have Imperialism CBs, they could also come after me. Why do cannons have offensive shock pips? Because they give half of their pips to the unit in front of them. So if you have a frontline infantry unit that relies on shock, then the cannons will be increasing that shock. That's why artillery is so powerful in this game. Being hit by cannonball is pretty shocking. I mean, there is that too. Absolutely. Keep Lawrence de Croft. Let's make him a 466. Boom. We're down to 3.5. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting to the point where war exhaustion is reasonable to spend. Diplotech goes down. Doesn't really help me very much because we're like 15 years away from the next... No, 12 years away from the next tech. Right, raiding. Yes, that's a thing that happens. I'm going to use my transport fleet for this, I think. Oh, I can't. Not until 1690, so we're still 2 years away. Never mind, then. Oh dear, Quiche is getting beaten up by Ziu and Castile. Alright, so is there any other... Of course there is. Gold in this area. And now that I've taken the Aztecs out, I'm not going to be fighting against colonial armies. Yeah, you guys are backwards. You are 13 military techs behind me. And thanks to the Imperialism CB. Now I wonder if I decided to adopt Mexican. Oh, it needs to be 50% of my development to become the primary culture, only at 27. Because I suspect that I'm going to be getting a lot of Mexican provinces. Would that then give me nationalism over Mexico? Probably. Also... do I... Oh, because they're not a subject. I don't get treasure fleets. I think I just got access to client states, didn't I? I did. I could totally make Mexico a client state. Which has a really big benefit in that I don't think that they can become disloyal, can they? Maybe they can. But the really big benefit to client states is they would benefit from my Merchant Republic bonuses. So long as I don't give the client states the centers of trade, and just the gold producing provinces, then their gold is going to produce more. And because it's a subject, I think that they would send me treasure fleets. Although for that to happen I would need to own some coastline which is not centres of trade. Because I think they need a coastline in order to do a treasure fleet. Grapeshot is brutal too. Yeah, Grapeshot is brutal. Got flashbacks to Ultimate General where I saw filthy rebels being cut down like weeds by concentrated fire. Artillery and... that is good too. Income's pretty hefty. Actually, can I make a client state even if you're not cored? I don't think I... guess I can. Which would mean I could save the admin from coring this stuff. Although this is going to make me look even smaller in comparison to Tortuga. So they're even less likely to get their Marcher bonuses back again. No, I think I'm going to keep this, because there's also, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but there is actually an achievement, not an achievement, a mission to have loads and loads of gold provinces. Although, to get that, I'm going to need these. Jamaican privateers have at least 25 trade power. Oh, we can do that, easy. Own 3 centres of trade, we can complete that, we can complete that. And we'll be almost down to exploiting the triangle trade. Where's the one that requires you to have 10 gold provinces? Oh, it's here. And for that we would need to own the whole of Cuba. Which I'm not particularly interested in doing. I mean, I could eventually give Cuba to a client, I guess. Can you demand clients give all their money to you? I mean, all their trade. I'm gonna just test that real quick. I want to know what the subject interactions with clients are, because I don't remember. So bear with me just a moment. I'm also kind of curious to see if client states can send you gold or not. And also that mission, is that I control? Gold producing provinces at least 3, yeah, I suspect that's under my immediate control. Well, if I were to give you Tlacopan. Embargo, scutage, customize, enforce, grant province, knowledge share, pay off, placate, relative, seize land. Divert trade. Yes, you can tell them to divert trade. I'm gonna wait until the end of this month. No, they do not generate trade fleets unless they have a coastline, I guess. Well, there's a way of testing that too. I love how they've got the Viking Raven. It's like they knew. It's like they knew. Wait until the end of this month and then see if they get the transport treasure fleet thing going. No, they don't. Okay, so the main reason of generating a client state here would be the treasure fleets, and they don't generate them. I think it has to be a colonial nation. Or maybe a trade company. Yeah, it must be trade companies and colonial nations. Okay. But he will be benefiting from the goods. Really? You're not benefiting from my goods produced bonus. But you are. So are you. Huh. Gold provinces aren't affected by Merchant Republic goods produced. Well, in that case, there's no reason to make them into a client. I'm glad I did that little experiment. Good information to have. Okie dokie. Well, I'm not going to make a client state there in Mexico. Caribbean's possible. Like, if we wanted to make a client state of the Caribbean islands, then maybe that would be OP. Probably. Doesn't stop Trade Republic. No. Doesn't stop trading companies being OP, though. Well, this is good, because this is going to mean that I'm going to just have a power base in Mexico. Basically, all of the gold provinces are going to be my power base. And any centres of trade, of which I now control 3. There's only one over here that I don't have. But I will. Oh yes. We already control 32% of the trade here, without any trade ships or anything. Still bleeding money out of this. It's not great. Well, I do have economic ideas, but yes, inflation could be a problem. Although right now it's not. Oh, and I have an advisor too. Oh, no I don't. Oh, no, I have a, Why is it going down by 0.15? It should only be 0.1. Why is that going down so much? More to the point, where's the inflation reduction? Oh, yearly inflation, that's why it's under Y. Yearly inflation reduction. Growing financial sector. Yeah, that's just an event, so it should just be 0.1. Cool. Transports. I was going to do some raiding with you. No, I wasn't, because we can't do that for another year. I was, however, going to increase the size of my army. That was going to be a thing. Right, so my force limit is now 21. Sweet. So let's definitely go up to 20. I think I'm actually going to go to 22. We're going to do this. Yeah. And we are well ahead of time in military. So let's go ahead and get the glorious arms. And this is low enough. Start coring. Why don't I take the military idea? I just did. Yes, Tortuga's building ships at last. Huzzah! Oh, right. Ships take time to build, don't they? See, this is a thing I'm not accustomed to. Building ships? Building? Like, what is this? Building ships. I mean, I guess that's how my opponents get them before I take them, but building? Ew, it sounds like a dirty word. Okay, so we can actually start raiding. 100% effective. This is still not until January. You know, I'm still going to wait for January, because the only other pirate around here is Tortuga, and I don't know if they actually do raiding. Are you even a pirate republic? Nope, you're a presidential dictatorship, so you can't raid. Another thing that's good to know. Oh, hang on. Presidential dictatorship. That means you've lost your Republican tradition. Oops. And yeah, they're building ships. I just saw they're building a heavy here. Okay. And can I pay to have this upgraded? Yes, I can. And I would also very much like you to have a trade depot here. Magnificent! Military reform. Lawrence de Croft has begun a thorough revision of our country's military structure. While officers are still drawn from the nobility, the peasants and the townspeople are conscripted into other ranks. Regular drilling has been introduced and a powerful fleet established, together with hundreds of battleships, galleys and other crafts. So I can reform the army, which gets me more professionalism and military power. Which is good, because I'm working on military ideas. It also gives me a bunch of military morale of armies, which I do kind of need. This is coming 11 years, so the military tech cost isn't going to help very much. Reform the navy, which will give me a bunch of tradition, though I'm already at 100% tradition. 100. Wow. 100% navy tradition, and I'm still gaining 1.98 a year. Even after the decay. I'm getting 4.89 from protecting trade. So remember when I was saying that the pirates, the regular pirates, not the smugglers, really struggle to get our navy tradition because they don't protect trade? That, right there, is why. Protecting trade gives you a huge amount of tradition. Yeah, we're definitely reforming the army. I don't need any of the stuff that the navy is giving me. My navy is already insane. And more professionalism, the better, too. Mission fulfilled. No purchase, no pay. Total army size at least 100% of force limit, plus 5 discipline with the pirate code. We will rally the bravest fighters to our cause by ensuring that those who fight for us are fairly rewarded, as according to the pirate code. Oh, I never read the renowned buccaneer one. A true pirate leader will inspire our buccaneers to great deeds and make sure that tribute is paid promptly. So, I need to make sure that I insult a rival, and I just get that. Okay. Hey, Mexico! Yeah? You suck! Oh. Well, that was an easy one. And then the pirate threat. Oh, I haven't read it. Remember, it has to rhyme. Oh. Oh well. I need to have a great power as a rival. We're still quite a long way away from becoming a great power ourselves. Portugal's great power? Actually, yeah, I guess Portugal is a huge colonial empire, so fine. Just so long as Castile isn't. Alright, Castle in Tenerife is done. Castle on Gran Canaria is almost done. And Tenerife can start to be cored. Carabas, sowing discontent. Ooh, dangerous game, buddy. Dangerous. Actually, I was going to say, is it possible to increase trust with you through favours, but vassals don't generate favours. And we are now at 22,000 troops, so I think we are in a position to go after these fellows over here. And this can just be an imperialism war. So Tonala is not going to get called in. Chactamal are, that's these guys. And Colima, them. Who don't own anything I want. Chactamal, either. Imperialism's going to be so nice, I can really just declare war on anything. And it's like, okay, I want a province here. Boom, war. Let's take it. Morocco's gone colonial. Oh, hell yes. Colonial Morocco. Has the Netherlands gone colonial yet? Yep, their exploration. Scandinavia, exploration. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Scotland, 9. I'm trying to think who else could reasonably go colonial. Still, 9 colonial Europeans. That's pretty good. Pope? I doubt the Pope does. I don't think I've ever seen a colonial Pope. No. 9 colonial Europeans. I don't think I've ever seen it that high before. Ming might be. Japan might be. Ming is. Japan isn't. Korea? Isn't. Sometimes someone like Brunei does. Majapahit hit. Mamluks? I've seen the Mamluks do it before. I've seen the Ottomans do it before. No. So that's 10. 10 colonials. Very good, very good. Edward Merry, the controversial protectionist. Since Edward Merry started providing advice for the trade developments in Port Royal, internal trade has been strengthened at the cost of curtailed imports and increased state regulation. While their decisions to improve infrastructure have been appreciated, recent suggestions have caused many influential people to question the philosophy, so we can lose some Republican tradition and gain mercantilism. Yes. Fine. Oh, discontent reduces Republican tradition? Well, I'm glad that we have the formalised scales, weights and measures, because that counters that. But if we didn't have buccaneers in charge, we would be losing Republican tradition right now. Wow, okay, discontent really strong against republics. Crikey. Right, let's disable the army drilling. Let's move you over here because I am preparing for a war against these guys because there's gold in these mountains. And if there's one thing a pirate likes, it's rum. And then gold. Still can't do Gran Canaria. When is your fort done? Your fort is apparently done. No, it's not done. Where's the building construction? No, it's up there. Okay. And then the smugglers take over. Oh, no you don't. Stop trying to smuggle yourselves into power. Naughty. Okay, I feel like we're ready for this fight. Same people involved. Let's do it. Bam! I must admit I'm not really expecting much of a struggle here. Slapanek can be converted? Yes. Yes, you can. Jactamal's going to go there, but it's a minus 64, so have fun with that. Truce with Portugal is over, so they may come after me again with an imperialism CB, so I do need to be aware of the fact that the Europeans might well try to imperialism us. But you can buy lots of rum with gold, so it's the same thing, really. This is why the pirates like gold so much. It is simply a means to an end, and that end is rum. Let's move the artillery back down here. Split you in half, you can join them, then you can go there. And this is why I wanted stacks of 10 artillery. Because it means you just completely blitz through the sieges. Especially in the New World, where they don't tend to upgrade them. Alright, so who else am I fighting? Chakdamal, Colima, and... Wait, Tanala did join. I thought they weren't supposed to. Oh, and this is Tanala right here. You have no gold, though. Well, the only thing that I actually want from this war are those two provinces. I guess I want that one too. It's a connector to get up to here, and we want to take this kind of central area. And at that point, I'll own all of the gold in central Mexico. It's going to be glorious. Siege ability, yes please. Excellent. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to continue smashing our way through here. I should be a little bit cautious about where the armies are at any point. Okay, you go there. You go here, and you go here. That should be good enough, because anyone that does come from... Oh, Colima would come through here. Their armies must be off somewhere else. Yeah, I think they are. Because they're fighting against Castile or something, aren't they? Yep. I don't want to make you suffer too much in this war. Like, that is not my intention. My intention is simply to take those three provinces and be done with it. As soon as that falls, we should do it. Someone just died. That would have been my backup general. That was Neon. Done. Thank you very much. And then we need to go up against these guys. Allied to Chinook, who I believe are here. Actually, I probably should check my overextension. Aggressive expansion even. Yeah, aggressive expansion is going to be a problem. And in fact, overextension could have been too. Thankfully it isn't. Is that Madeira 2? Gran Colombia? Gran Canaria, even. Yes, it was. And you completely failed to take that fort. Yeah, Portugal is really deep into North America. Because Castile's had such a bad game, they didn't really colonize. My Aragon was not an aggressive colonizer. We were going more over here. Portugal was basically just left alone to colonize for a really long time. Until Britain arrived. And then eventually France. But France's colonies are, quite frankly, quite small. And I still haven't seen any Scandinavian colonies. I was expecting Scandinavia to come in up here. They have one colony there, and that's all I've seen them do. Oh, we have Aragon in California.